Hey everyone, today we're going to take a look at a unique mattress topper from a company called Perfectly Snug. This is designed to keep you both cool and warm throughout the night. So let's dive in. You can order the Perfectly Snug Mattress Topper directly through their website, perfectlysnug.com. Delivery is about a week to 2 weeks tops. It's going to arrive in a box, just rolled up in plastic. It's easy to assemble on your bed. Basically, you just unroll it onto your mattress. And then there's 2 plugs, depending on what size you get. If you get the queen size and up, there's 2 plugs for each zone. You put that towards the head of the bed, plug them in, and you're ready to go. Now this mattress topper is not constructed like your typical topper. One thing it does have in common though is that there is a piece of memory foam at the base, and then above that they use this ultra breathable mesh so that it will allow air to circulate through the top of the topper. And then if you feel down towards the lower part of the topper, towards the left and right, that's where they house the fan, and that'll bring in that fresh air and circulate it throughout the rest of the topper. Now the queen size and up, those are dual zoned, so there's going to be a fan on each side, and so each side of the bed can have a different temperature. One could be cool, one could be hot, or somewhere in between, but you and your partner are allowed to control your temperature. Now obviously this isn't going to feel like a normal topper because they did have to construct some of the mesh layer above it, but it is a relatively soft topper, so if you're used to a firm mattress, this will make your bed feel a little bit softer. If you like a really soft feel, you may notice that this is going to make things slightly a bit firmer. So just keep that in mind, but the trade-off is you get complete control over the temperature of your bed. This topper also comes with its own phone app for Android or iPhone. And what it allows you to do is actually program the topper to adjust temperature throughout the night, or set it before you even get into bed if you want a more breathable, cool bed, or even a warm bed. There's even zones to it. So for instance, if I want my feet to be a little bit warmer, there's a separate zone where I can keep my feet warm and then have cooler air blow up towards the upper part of my body. Currently, a queen size Perfectly Snug mattress topper retails for $14.99. I have the king size right here, and that retails for $16.49. It also comes with a 1-year warranty, so if there's any defects, Perfectly Snug will make it right. And it also comes with a 30-day trial period. So if you do try it out, and within that month, if you're not happy with it, you can contact them and they will give you a refund. You're probably looking at this video because you're most likely a hot sleeper. Usually if people sleep cold, there's plenty of remedies for that. Most basic, of course, is just more blankets, and that's pretty easy to solve. But hot sleepers, there's really not that much out on the market. There's some devices like 8 Sleep and Chili Pad, which run conditioned water through tubes, and that will cool you off. But I haven't come across something quite like the Perfectly Snug, where it's designed to blow some cool air. And I must say that I really do like the feel because it's a more subtle feel. With some of the conditioned water devices out there, sometimes it's hard to dial in that optimal temperature, and things can get cold a little too quickly, and it's hard to find that ideal temp. With the Perfectly Snug, there's multiple settings, and the settings can be controlled right up by the head of the bed with just a quick push of the button or via the app. So if you quickly need to adjust things at night and you don't want to pull out your phone, you can just feel for that button, and it does give you audio feedback, so it'll tell you what level you're at, and when you're laying on your bed you can hear it, but it's not so loud that it's going to wake up your partner. I really do recommend this for anybody that tends to sleep hot and they're just not getting a very breathable mattress. And this is especially common, obviously, with memory foam mattresses, but that's usually the case with most mattresses today, because most mattresses, even if they have springs, they're going to include some sort of a foam. And they'll try and mitigate that with some phase change material, but that stuff tends to wear out over time. What I like about this is you're just getting that fresh air constantly circulating, and you can choose the intensity you want, and you can level out that intensity overnight. So for example, when I lay in bed, I'll usually turn it up pretty high on the cold setting, so it cools me down pretty quickly. Overnight, I'm going to want to decrease that. And then of course, right before I wake up, You may even want to add some heat so that you wake up naturally. So it could even serve as an alarm clock for you. And like I said, there is an app to dial all of that in, but it is designed to maintain an ideal temperature for you throughout the night so you don't get too hot or too cold. So here's my final thoughts on the Perfectly Snug Mattress Topper. I think it's a great investment for anybody that tends to sleep hot. You know, you can buy all sorts of mattresses with all sorts of material, but at the end of the day, if you do sleep hot, there's really nothing like fresh air circulating through your bed to give you that comfort. It's like having your own little private fan, and you can still be cozy, and I think that's why they aptly named it Perfectly Snug. So I can sleep with this with the comforter on, nice and cozy in my bed, but I don't feel overheated and want to throw off the comforter at night. Conversely, if it's cold out at night, if you live in a colder climate, you have the option to heat it up and then cool it out later at night. So it's nice to get into a nice warm, cozy bed, but then know that it's going to cool off as the night goes on, so it'll keep you asleep. So if you want more information in the full review, just head over to sleepsherpa.com for the latest prices and the full review.